SGA at 33 is still averaging 30 plus, and he did it. What that would be for 8 straight seasons?
9, Ron. That's 9 years. That's 9 years he doing that.
I would not be shocked. My free throw merchant outplayed theirs, but SGA is the clutch player of the year. No Diddy to start the fourth. Ended it with an 8-0 run. Without a point guard, he's the only one who could bend that defense and get in the paint. Tumani played well.
If the voting was today, I think Shai would be running away with clutch player of the year.
Yeah, I think he's averaging.
It feels like anytime OKC have been in a close game, he's closed out, except the one Portland game they lost. And then he decided to turn around and give them like 35 and 3/4.
Shai is
one game I didn't get it done.
Shai is sitting out more fourth quarters than any other player and still leads the league in clutch points.
That's hilarious.
Total points, right?
He's over Cade. He passed him.
He's averaging more points.
Not fourth, I believe.
Shai is averaging 8.9 points per game in the clutch.
That's 9
That's points per game. So that's like nearly. Next is Anthony Edwards at 5.7. So he's clearing everyone in points per game. But to Real Talk's point about totals, which is what makes it even crazier, Shai has 80. The next closest has 66. And Shai's only played in 9 games in the clutch.
That's
so he's averaging.
Wait. Who in second? Who's played like second, third?
14
well,
games.
Yeah, but yeah, it's I think, and he gets credit for this, by the way. He's getting the additional minutes because of the double overtime, but he was still great in the double overtimes too. For people that are like saying that, like that's why the volume for where it is. He was great in the double overtimes. He was great versus Phoenix. He was great versus who they just play. That they just had
Portland.
that Portland, yeah, great versus Portland. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean he's been phenomenal in the clutch all the way around this year. Like,
hey, Swiper, but don't you think that adds another layer to his MVP case as well?
Of course, yeah. Clutch scoring is.
In fact, I mean, steal it, Ron.
I mean, clutch scoring is. It's not played a heavy case in the race since its inception, but yeah, I mean, it's for sure. Like, I think it's always an additive for sure. Anything that shows your value, I think always helps MVP cases.
I think it seals it, Ron, off the strength that winning matters, and he's icing games. In order for them to win games, they go to him. Mars, you just said 9 points a game in the fourth quarter. That's a quarter of his points that he's getting in the meat and potatoes of the game. That's a quarter of his points. I think he's averaging 32, almost 33 a game.
No, but that's not. It's not.
No, that's only in 9
it's not across. It's not across the season.
Point, the double overtime games definitely are boosting that because it was a large portion of minutes.
Right.
So if you
how many points did he have?
In those two games out, he still leads the league in clutch.
Yeah, so it's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
So clutch is
from 8.9, but he's still. So if you take out the large sample in the games in which he closed out in double overtime, which boosts his overall points per game, he still leads the league in clutch.
You said it's 5.9 outside of that.
It's 5.9 in the 7 games.
Yeah, and then just again for
65% from the field, 67% from 3, and 94% from the line.
Yeah, 5.9 will still be number 1 ahead of Anthony Edwards at 2. So.
Yes.
So think about that for a second, Swiper. So when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, y'all know who we going to, and he's delivering.
Yeah, but he didn't. But remember last two. So we didn't include the clutch player of the year MVP stuff because last year the finalists were for clutch player of the year. Who?
It was Jokic and Brunson.
Jokic, Brunson, and one more person though. I can't remember who
I don't remember the other one, but I know it was Jokic and Brunson.
Yeah, so
this always comes down
Trey,
to
maybe
two-man race.
We've never included that, but I'm saying that will be added this year because his MVP case, the thing that's making it what it is right now, is his overall scoring body. His scoring body has been stupendous to start the season off, so this is like an accelerant to talking about how good his scoring has been to start the year. So it's all the way around. Like it's going to go to be a part of it because this is why he is what he is. He's scoring at a rate for a guard that we just haven't seen except for a few other players ever.
SGA is I'm a very good SGA playoff run away from just thinking he's the best player in the world. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna get into Stan Gundy.
Yeah.
It's real talk. You can say it. It's okay.
It's nice for you guys to finally just realize.
No, it's just I do want to see him replicated somewhat in the playoffs, but I don't know, man. He's a really good defensive player relative to offensive load. Let me say that. Relative to offensive load and players that have to carry an offense like that, he may be one of the best defenders on that list. And then like I don't want it to get it confused. Like, oh yeah, he's just scoring.
No.
He's scoring like Michael Jordan. I don't think people are like understanding what we're watching right now from the guard position. Not saying he is Michael Jordan. I'm not saying. I'm saying he is producing. Yes, statistically. Yes.
Just gonna make sure because they're gonna.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah, I know.
4 straight
You was,
years.
hey, Morris, you was saying let some people tell it about God. Let some people tell it about Jesus. Oh.
Oh, facts.
4 straight years, real talk. 35-5.
Yeah.
This is the best he's ever been, though.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
But he's been getting better like year on year. And now we're getting to the point where I said it over a month ago. I think he has a legitimate argument to be the best player in the world. Apparently, that was crazy of me to say.
I think he is.
It's not.
Yeah, I seen you say that on TikTok.
Yes, I think he is.
He's ridiculous. I don't know what to say. He's just ridiculous. I think we should be appreciating the level of player we're seeing. What makes it like I think quite often we see guys get to levels that rival all-time greats, whether that be a short period of Tracy McGrady, whether that be like peak Steph Curry, and then you see other point guards who get to a certain level. What separates the guys who just peak at that level and then fade out, and then the guys who are all-time greats, is the fact their ability to sustain it. I think we're at the point now with Shai where he's showing that he can peak at that level. Now, is he better than those guys? That's a different conversation. We don't need to have that. But we're getting to the point where, to Cho's point, this is his 4th straight year or whatever, averaging 35-5.
Yep.
He's getting better year on year. We're going to get to the point where the longevity is going to start approaching the all-time levels, alongside the fact that I think most of us would agree he's already peaking at a level that rivals some of the all-time great guards. Now, does that mean he's better than a Dwayne Wade, for example? We don't need to talk about that. But his peak is rivaling some of these guys. If he starts adding up these years, similar to the point of when we spoke about Giannis a few years back, where it was, he's only done it for a few years, and now we're 9 years deep in Giannis being one of the best players in the world. Jokic, we're now 6 or 7 years deep on him being one of the best players in the world. Shai is going to start getting to that level as well, and I think that's what is majorly impressive. I think he's only 27, and like the stuff he's doing is the stuff he's doing is ridiculous.
But he just got some hair on his chest, yo. But y'all chill.
How many more years can we?
He's just now starting to feel himself.
How many more years can we?
SGA he just now getting into in the form. Luka too. Like
he hasn't reached his grown up. He hasn't reached his grown up strength yet. I think we just entering that grown man strength, that adult strength. Because before, at 24, 25, I'm still good. When we get to the other side of that, 26, 27, 28, I think that's when these dudes start to recognize, I'm stronger, or the game starts to slow down in spaces like that. And I feel like with SGA, I feel like the things that he's good at, he can continue to do this. Like I think I could get another 2 more years of this level of Shai. 2 more years of it. This level of
2.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this level of him.
Chill. You
2 more years. I'm thinking 2 more years.
Chill.
To like 30 years old.
When did Jokic win his first MVP?
25.
When did Giannis win his first MVP?
24.
That was in 19.
And do you remember them at 27, Chill?
Giannis
at 27 was what, 2022?
That was 3 years ago with Giannis.
Yeah, so I'm saying like
that was his best year.
But has he necessarily slowed down?
Are we in peak? So are we in peak SGA years right now, or are we just in prime SGA years?
Well, it depends on what you're asking.
I think we're in peak years, but I don't know.
How long?
I don't know. He keeps getting better.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I can't confirm it. I don't like if he gets better again. I don't know. But it feels like we're in peak years. It feels like
we've been saying the same thing about Jokic. We think that's
is he better than he was last year? Or is he just doing more of it?
He's better than he was last
year.
year.
He's scoring even better than he did.
It's weird. I think he's way better than he was last year.
Yeah, he's
And last year, I think he had a
better than he was last year as well.
The passing,
he's passing better, his scoring's better, his defense.
It's just all the way around. Yeah.
He's better.
The mid-range stuff is a bit worse, but like I think that will get back to where it needs to be. Right. He's better at everything. He's gotten better. Clearly.
When I think about a peak run, I'm just thinking about how long can a guy play at this level.
But what is this level?
When I'm the best player on the planet. That's where.
But But I think the thing you have to ask yourself.
To answer your question, Swiper. To answer your question, Swiper. When I say the best player, I mean 29 to 33 a game, 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 29 to 33 Like, how many more years can I get that from him? And where
So
I
you
am
don't
right
wanna average
now,
29 no more.
well, just on average, that's what I'm thinking. So how many more years can I get this SGA? I think I could get this. I think I could get this SGA
If they don't change the infrastructure of the team,
2 or 3 more years.
no. Well, but
this
you got to remember SGA. The reason why SGA is in a very unique position historically, he is less reliant on traditional explosive athleticism than any other guy of his archetype that's ever existed.
I could get with that.
Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Dominique, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant. All of them were more explosive than he is. Yeah, well, Jerry was. All of them were much more explosive than he is and played with a different kind of dexterity than SGA does. SGA is an extremely dominant horizontal player for a guard. That's something that we just typically haven't seen. So that's why for SGA, there's a world where he's 33 still being able to put up these kind of productive seasons just because he's so much more reliant on athleticism from side to side standpoint, lateral movement, but also just his bend. I mean, that's what allows to him to do what he's doing. So, I mean, there's a very real world where he's able to do this for several more seasons. But then the thing that's going to run into the SGA year is the same thing he's running into now. Right now, he's dealing with peak Jokic and then Giannis. But then he's going to deal with Wemby on the way up from 26 to 27 and whoever. Then say Luka comes around, like, that's the only thing that's going to get in the way of like
he said, let's say
That's not getting in the way.
No. I think
If he ends up winning championships while all of those guys are playing, as we know, history shows that the winner will get the.
No, we're talking about. I think we're talking about level of play, though. I'm just more so talking about like.
But I'm saying,
history won't care about level of play.
No, I know, but they're asking. Yeah, sure. Well, I guess he's asking like sustain this. I think for a lot of people, yeah. I mean, it just depends. Like I think he can do it for longer than 2 years. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Hey, chill. To answer your question, if somebody was to come from the future and tell me in 2030, that SGA is still averaging 33, I would not be shocked.
5 years.
2031, I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if until 2031, if SGA at 33 is still averaging 30 plus, and he did it, that would be for 8 straight seasons?
9, Ron. That's 9 years. That's 9 years he doing that.
I would not.
We gotta have
a
way different.
Who's averaged 30 for 9 straight seasons before?
Jordan. Yeah. That's it.
I would not.
Yeah,
that's GOAT worthy.
Yes,
that's GOAT worthy for sure.
If we're in 2030 and I'm still getting 32, 6, and 5 for SGA and he's 31 years old, yeah, we gotta start talking about him different. Especially
I don't know how you stop him from scoring. I don't.
That's still like prime years athletic.
31, yes, 100%.
I don't see no reason why he won't be able to do that. Actually,
but
now that we're actually talking,
you don't turn 28 until after the season. Like
but to Real Talk's point, I mean, if I'm getting championships out of this. If I get another championship or another 2 championships out of this, and we're in 2030, 5 years from now, and I'm getting 35 and 5, no, we have to have a different conversation about him. We have to. Y'all already talking about him and Bryant in the same conversation. If I get 9 years of 35 and 5 and 2 or 3 championships, or